return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35.
He's brought down at the 33.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The Ducks want to move quickly. The offense changing the play. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it's a fumble.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. It was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big third down coming here.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Finds his man. It's Tate. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll leave it with him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Safe completion on the screen. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up when you can.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the left. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop.
He's got it. 1st down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
And they will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Pulls and fired complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Wide open on the right. The 10. Touchdown Ducks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pulls it in, it's Green. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Tate. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. To throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Nice catch for the two-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looking for the two-point try. Was to pass. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Off-play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught near the sticks, it's Tate. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking...
A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Inside the 50. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Sayin. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Stopped at the 16 after